Today we are trying the cheapest Michelin-starred restaurant in the world. And my friends, it does raise a few questions. This is the world's very first Michelin-starred hawker store. By the end of the video, you will see how much it cost, and I will explain what I think about this Michelin star. This might be the most controversial one star of all, but let's not get hasty. Welcome to Singapore. This is where we are at the moment. This is the place where in 2016, for the first time in history, two hawker stores made their way into the Michelin Guide with 1 star each. One of them was Hawker Chan, but since then they have lost their star. The other was Tai Hwa Pork Noodles. And this is where we are heading now. We are at Crawford Lane, staring at the now famous sign of the restaurant. There is one thing that keeps coming up at famous street food places: huge lines. It's like J-Fi in Thailand, which we have also made a video about. So I wonder if it speaks for the Michelin sign or the food itself. Or maybe both. Well, we are about to find out. We arrive a little before noon, and for a moment it looks like it might be our lucky day. But I think we celebrated too early. We step into what it seems like a short line, we are almost up next, and then I see the sign. Of course, I should have known. I almost never have any cash on me. I keep everything on my phone. One could say I am a dream target for scammers and hackers. So we could choose between doing the dishes after eating or going back for some cash. Back to the hotel to grab my credit card, then off to the hunt for an ATM. Cash in hand, I am back. And now we are hoping the line hasn't gotten massive. Well, surprisingly, it hasn't. Actually, there is no one in front of us at all, which immediately raises a question. Are we in the wrong place? The Michelin star is right there, and the name matches. So maybe today really is our lucky day. Except of course that I had to make a back and forth tour just a minute ago. Looking around, we notice a lot of things you don't normally see in a Michelin-starred restaurant. Cracks on the ceiling, handwritten signs, food in plastic bags. A very chaotic view. Not exactly what you would expect from a Michelin-star place. And some of the details don't really make you feel comfortable. Looking around, it's hard to tell that this place made history. And it seems like a lot of other guides and magazines have recognized it since then. But alongside the fame, there is an absurd story hiding in the background. The story starts in 1932. A man opens a simple hawker stall serving pork noodles. He has 3 sons. 2 of them run the business, and eventually he decides to split the legacy. One son keeps the original store. Another opens a second one in a different location, serving the same dishes. When hawker stores later need official names, one becomes Tai Hwa Pork Noodle, the other Tai Hwa Pork Noodle. The names are almost identical, the food is also nearly the same. And for years, that's not a problem. Until 2016. The original store receives a Michelin star. Tourists arrive, lines form, confusion begins. In 2018, the other store gets a bib gourmand from Michelin Guide, opens multiple locations, and many people assume every Tai Hwa is the same. Eventually, the original owner has to publicly clarify that he has nothing to do with the other places. So if you want the original Michelin-starred one, remember 3 letters. HWA. But let's get back to the restaurant. We practically didn't have to wait at all to place our order. We ordered some of their classics: a dry pork noodle, kway teow soup and a seaweed soup. One is cooking, the other takes care of orders and sending the food out. This is probably the smallest Michelin-starred restaurant team in the world. Just a few minutes later, the food is ready. Walking around with a tray in your hands, looking for a table in a Michelin-starred place, well, there is something new for every day.
So we ask for a soup and we ask for a dry noodle. Let's try it.
So the first we try is probably the most famous one, the pork noodles. Or bak chor mee, if you prefer. We need to mix everything together so the flavors can come together.
This is amazing food.
Underneath the noodles, there is an acidic spicy sauce. There is also minced pork, pork liver, and enormous wonton, along with some scallions.
The pasta is just in a perfect condition. It's like al dente.
Obviously, I'm trying to handle it properly, because this is not a classic fine dining dish. But yes, the flavors are there definitely. It's sharp, exciting, and with each bite, you want another. I love it.
I enjoy it so much.
Let's try the second one, which is the Kway Teow soup. It's basically the soup version of the pork noodles, but with flat rice noodles.
This one is a mixed pork soup, heavy on pork, on the taste, and that's why I feel it a bit slower than this one. For me, this one is a sharp, super interesting, nice flavors, good textures. Here I miss the textures and I miss the excitement of it.
The seaweed soup is also not really my thing.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's nice, it's a bit of kind of umami level of... God, I miss fine dining. But anyway, this one is super good. Last time when I was here, it was a bit more acidic than this one. The people around here are complaining that it is too heavy on black vinegar acid. But for me, I miss it. So I'm going to grab some because there are some elements like liver and meat. I think the fattiness of the parts can be balanced out with some vinegar.
There are just two things left. Explaining my biggest issue with this place having a Michelin star and the price of today's meal. Let's start with this. It cost us a total of 20 bucks in Singapore dollars. So it's actually only about 15 US dollars. After getting the Michelin star, they could have raised the prices. Just like what happened at J5. But they choose not to. And I admire and respect that. They stayed humble and true to their roots. Now about the issues, not with the place, but the system. First of all, it's important to state, I still consider the Michelin Guide to be the most relevant one in the industry. But I believe this place, which serves very good and authentic food, actually fits perfectly into another category. A category that was created exactly for places like this, the VIP Gourmand. If you're looking for a classic Michelin-starred experience, this might not be the place for you. But if you're after really good, authentic Singaporean flavors, I definitely recommend it. I almost forgot. This video has a sponsor, me, or technically my Michelin-starred restaurant 42. So I think it's time for you to visit us in Esztergom. There is a new beautiful room, a new menu, and we are stronger than ever. And we will help you with the transfer and the accommodation if you wish. When you book, leave a note saying champagne. And your evening will begin with a glass of champagne. Book your table now. And that does it for this episode. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, hit subscribe. See you next time.
You can call me stupid.